Well, Gideon Levy is a columnist for the Israeli newspaper Haaretz and joins us live from Tel Aviv. Good to see you, Gideon. Since the start of Israel's war on Gaza, 900 Israeli soldiers have been killed, mostly in combat, but dozens too by suicide. We're talking about reservists, officers, mandatory service soldiers killing themselves after fighting in Gaza. We now learn that Israeli military chiefs are reportedly still arguing with the Prime Minister Netanyahu about whether the military even has the capacity to do what is ordered after 2 years of war. This sounds like a government and a military command at odds, Gideon.
Yes, it sounds as it is, and it's not very promising and not very encouraging for Israel. The fact is that not only the Israeli army, also the other military organizations, other security organizations are against this overall operation of ethnic cleansing of Gaza, of pushing all the population from Gaza City to the south. But the government seems to be very decisive, and I don't see anything stopping the government of doing it except of a phone call from President Trump, a phone call that doesn't arrive.
President Trump, in the last 24 hours, has suggested that he may have cooled his attitude when it comes to backing Israel's war in Gaza. He seems to think that it's a complete public relations failure on behalf of the Israelis. And we know also there's been a huge amount of pushback from his MAGA support base as well. So can the Israeli leadership really feel that it can continue guaranteed support coming from the US?
Not guaranteed, but they were very successful until now with misleading him, with spreading all kinds of hollow promises, which they never fulfilled, by the way, promising him total victory and achievements, a Riviera in the Gaza Strip. All those things are obviously totally hollow and have nothing to do with reality. There will be a point in which he will realize that he was cheated. But I don't know when will this moment come. Right now, he still gives Israel the full support, but it seems the time is running out for Israel. But meanwhile, dozens and dozens of people are killed on each day. The army is working now very intensively in Gaza City, and the catastrophe continues.
We know, Gideon, of course, the history teaches us when governments and militaries are desperate, that all sorts of brutality and violence could ensue. Netanyahu's security cabinet met on Sunday to discuss the next stages of the offensive to seize Gaza City. A full-scale offensive, we believe, may start in a matter of weeks. But what does Netanyahu really think he can achieve in Gaza City beyond further starvation and the annihilation of human lives?
He sees two things and maybe only one. He can achieve in Gaza City a further guarantee for continuing his political career, because he knows very well that ending the war might bring the end of his political career, because his right-wing fascist partners would leave the coalition, and then he has no coalition, then he has to go to elections. And I'm not sure he will win those elections. And the second thing, maybe there is also some ideological core in him, namely that he really believes in an ethnic cleansing of Gaza as a solution. Maybe he really believes that by destroying the entire Gaza Strip, this will be the so-called total victory and the total solution once and for all, as they always say so, for the problem of Gaza, for the problem of Palestine. He may continue then to the West Bank. All things that must be stopped somehow, and right now there is no one to stop it. It might be that within few days, as I said, the Americans will say enough is enough, because they didn't achieve anything either. What did they earn of this genocide? Nothing. But as we see now, when the Americans are boycotting all Palestinians' passports, banning them, when they don't let even Abu Mazen to get to the General Assembly of the UN, it seems that the United States is still in the pocket of Netanyahu.
All right, Gideon, really good to hear your thoughts there. Gideon Levy there from Haaretz newspaper.
Thank you.
Don't miss out. Get the full picture. Subscribe to Al Jazeera for reliable news and expert insights. Like, share, stay ahead.